that was pretty much to the floor. Now, even though it's an all-wheel drive vehicle, you can tell that the power is being transferred to the front. It does have a little bit of a torque steer feel, and just, you know, you can just tell the power is mostly in there in the front. It doesn't feel at all like a rear-wheel drive vehicle. Typically, the acceleration is great without flooring it. It has plenty of power even at the lower RPMs. So just driving it normally, you feel like you have that extra power without having to press the pedal so hard. And the cruise control is nice. It's a nice cruising vehicle. It's relatively quiet. A little bit of a road noise, but a little bit of the road noise that you do hear is easily drowned out by just playing whatever you're playing on the radio. Typically, I'm just driving around and have the radio playing, and I don't hear any road noise. It's quite pleasant, all things considered. And the adaptive cruise control is fantastic. It keeps me at a good set distance between me and the vehicle in front of me. The blind spot detection system works good. The visibility, I'd say, is good overall. It reads the sign, so now it changes to 45 miles an hour instead of 55. So we'll go ahead and set the cruise control, and it shows you on the heads-up display that you're set at 57 miles an hour. We can increase that to 60. And at 60 miles per hour, the RPMs are at 2,000 with the 6-speed transmission, which is great. And it feels like the suspension is nice. It doesn't feel too boaty, but it does have a nice... disconnects you from the solid bumps. You know, it's kind of a medium to stiff, I guess, kind of medium suspension system. You can feel enough of the road, which is satisfying, but you're not overly feeling every bump. And like I mentioned in the full review, this part right here on my knee is constantly digging. It's constantly my knees pressed up against the center part, which is for me, in my particular situation, my comfort level is to the point where it would be a deal breaker for me to drive this all the time, just because of the leg room. And I went into a little bit more detail in the full video if you want to check that out. Also, you can check out on my channel the night portion. Shows the interior and exterior lighting in this vehicle, and I go into great amount of detail on what it looks like and what the benefits are to you. All right, so I'm going to resume. Let's go ahead and put the cruise control at 64, and the person in front of me is going slower than that. Just to give you an idea of the following distance. So right now, I have the greatest following distance set. And this is the distance. This is a comfortable distance for me at this speed. Some other vehicles have a closer following distance. Even at the farthest distance you can get, it's a little bit too close for my particular tastes. I like a farther, and I like a lot of reaction time. And so this gives me that. And also, it's the full range adaptive cruise control. So if this vehicle in front of me stops completely, this vehicle, without me touching the pedals at all, it'll actually come to a complete stop for me. So I think that's pretty, but it does it in a way that's not scary. Like some vehicles, it's like kind of, you're hovering your foot over the brake pedal and you're kind of like on edge because you don't know if it's going to stop in time. Okay, so I'm not going to touch the pedals right now. This person is actually slowing down to make a turn. I feel the brake applied, and I'm not pushing the brake. I can feel it, so you can see a pretty decent distance between me and the vehicle in front of me. I'm not pushing the brake. It slows me down, and now we're resuming We're not resuming super fast, but we're resuming. Hadn't touched any of the pedals that whole time. Okay, so it resumed up to 63 is what I have it set at 63. It did not go over 63. Some vehicles, when it resumes, it goes up and kind of overshoots the speed a little bit and then comes back down. This one went up gently up to it and stopped. The steering is pretty kind of medium stiff. It's not super easy, like it doesn't have that super disconnected feel from the road. You can actually feel the steering a little bit. And when you put it in sport mode, that's just the transmission. It doesn't adjust the steering or anything like that. All right, we're slowing down a little bit because of this person, and it's all done by the adaptive cruise control, and you can see the distance once again. But overall, besides the deal breaker here on my knee, okay, besides that, just overlooking that, this is a comfortable vehicle to drive. It has plenty of power, and it looks good, it's quiet, has a really awesome sound system. I'll have to make a separate video showing you what a sound system sounds like, set up a microphone or something in here, because it sounds really good. Has the Bose premium sound system with a subwoofer in the back on top of the spare tire, which I was a little skeptical of it because it's kind of like part of the spare tire, but it sounds good, so I was really impressed. But yeah, overall, it's fun to drive now. I am on flat, dry roads that I've been driving it on, and so I've been getting an average of 19.3 miles per gallon. I've driven it 114 miles. Now it's skewed, the gas mileage is skewed a little bit because I did some idling while I was filming it, just to give you an idea, but it's not gonna give you like spectacular gas mileage, this vehicle. Because even before I did the idling, it wasn't that much higher than what it is now. And I'll have a picture of the window sticker in the main video of this vehicle. I'll have all that information in there. And links to all that, the night video and the main video, will be in the description of this video, as well as the other. They'll all be interconnected, basically. But anyways, there's a little test drive for you. Just give you an idea of what it's like for me to drive this vehicle. But of course, the best way for you to really understand the test drive experience is for you to drive it, because there's no way I can objectively tell you what your experience is going to be. So anyways, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time.